once again to Starseed Rising 333. I'm glad you've tuned back into this channel, and if it's your first time, welcome. This is going to be a general collective reading, so whatever messages that come out, please take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you do enjoy this reading, please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe or share, or just leave a comment. I'm filming this reading on Wednesday, the 16th of April, 2025. All right. And please don't forget to check the description box, because I'm going to be recommending a few books. All right. If you're interested in about crystals, angel numbers, also about chakras and things like that, I'll put some books I'd like to recommend. So please check the description box after this reading. All right. I hope you're enjoying your week so far. And I hope you also enjoying your morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. And if you once again enjoy this reading, please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe or share, just leave a comment. And once again, I'd like to thank all my viewers, my subscribers, anyone who have left comments. Thank you ever so much for your support. Before I go into the downloads which has been channeled to me, all right, I just want to again use this deck. It's called Raise Your Vibration by Carl Gray. Just to keep the energy and frequency around this reading at a high level, okay? Okay, I'm going to select one card from this deck, and the card that our spiritual team would like us to have is this one. It's called Choose Kindness. Choose kindness. Okay, that's the message. Okay, that's the vibe. All right. So whatever we do, all right, it has to be done in love. All right, we need to be kind to ourselves as well as each other. All right. All right. So let me just put this on the stand and just read more. Okay, about this or around this vibe. Okay. So please bear with me. All right, let's see what it says. Okay, it says, choose kindness. Kindness is about giving without needing to receive. It's about having consideration alongside the willingness to be present and help. Being kind is one of the highest vibrations, for when we give without needing to receive in return, we tune in to the abundant flow of the universe and will be helped in some other way. Kindness is good for the heart, both physically and spiritually. On a physical level, being kind can lower blood pressure, strengthen arteries, and bring mental clarity. On a spiritual level, when you step into the space of selflessness, you allow yourself to be sustained by a higher power that will always lead you toward your highest and greatest good. Being kind to yourself is about removing any conditions for contentment. It's about respecting and loving yourself no matter what situation you are facing. It's about taking the pressure off your shoulders and just allowing yourself to be how you need to be. Today, the universe is encouraging you to choose kindness in all areas of your life. Be kind to others. Be kind to yourself. Wow. This is such a beautiful message because the journey is about love. Okay, it's about loving ourselves, having love for one another, and that was the one of the greatest commandments above all commandments that Jesus of 2,000 years ago left. Okay, he said to love the higher power, the most high. I call him Allah because I'm a Muslim. With all your heart, mind, spirit, okay, and love thy neighbor as you love thyself, and do unto others as you would like others to do unto you. All right. And if everybody was to operate in love, this world would be a much better place to live in, to be honest with you. All right. But it all starts with self. All right. It all starts with self. Okay. So loving on you, loving your flaws, loving your imperfections. That's what it's all about, you know. And at the end of the day, we are not perfect. None of us are perfect. Okay. That's why we have the most important ritual of all, which is prayer. Okay. Where we can connect to spirit, connect to our higher power, connect to the divine. All right. Connect to God, Mother Gaia. Okay. Whatever name you like you call your higher power. All right. You can also call on the angels, archangels, ancestors, spirit guides. All right. We are not alone. We are not alone. We are loved and we are worthy of love. All right. And the vibe of the day, it says, my kindness attracts the presence of love. My kindness attracts the presence of love. All right. Mhm. All right, let's so before I get into the reading to check what energies are around the collective at this time, all right, and whatever messages that come, please take what resonates and leave the rest. All right, and once again, I just want to remind you that tarot oracle readings is all to do with energy, it's non-gender, and it's also timeless. Okay, and some of these energies doesn't necessarily belong to you. It could um belong to other people you associate with or around you, or people that's around these energies which are around you. Okay, so I'm going to let me start off with the psychic tarot, and oh, you know what, before I start using this deck, I just want to just go into the downloads. All right, I almost forgot to mention this. All right, so let's start. All right, so um you might be coming across numbers 27, 22, 29, 37, 11, 10, 13, 5 or multiples of 5, multiples of 7, multiples of 2. Um, all right. Also 99, 66, 1, 2, 150, 555, 499, 199, 000 557, sorry, 574, or 1010, or 1111. um if you always see these numbers, okay, and you do not know what they mean, what I have done, I've put the name of two books I'd like to recommend. One is called Angel Numbers, and the other one um is called I can't remember now, but it's something to do with numbers anyway. But just check the description box, all right? And the name I couldn't of the book I couldn't remember is by Carl Gray, okay? But it just gives you a better understanding of what these numbers or sequence of numbers mean, all right? Okay, some other things that I channeled, okay? Someone, it could be you or someone else or somebody that you are associated with, or somebody around this person. They realized that whoever they were with, okay, it could be to do some form of relationship, okay. This person was, they found out that this person was very deceptive, all right. There could also be a situation where someone has walked away from a partnership. It could, I think it's to do with a business, all right? Or they might have gone into business with a group of people, maybe 2 or 3 people. Okay, and there was some form of deception, all right? And as a result, it might involve the justice system, okay? So they've, this has come to an abrupt, um, a sudden end, I should say, all right? Um, Another thing is that what has been channeled to me, that someone might be um, having gloomy thoughts or quite depressed at this present moment. Okay, and they could be thinking about harming themselves, please. All right. Um, if you are in if you are in a point in your life where you feel there's no hope, or rather all hope is lost, please, there is help out there. All right, there is help out there. Okay, because what I'm getting is that this person could be drinking heavily, okay, or over drinking, please. um you know um there is support out there, all right. If not, call on a friend, somebody you can trust, somebody who is not who is non-judgmental, okay. um and what my guides also, they wanted me to mention the story of Job. Okay, and I don't know if this story is in the Quran or Torah, but it is in the Holy Bible. If you do not have a guidebook, you could always just check it up online. All right, but Job was um obviously he was a servant of the Most High, all right. But the story of Job was that Job had a lot, okay. He was very wealthy. He was a rich man, okay, and he had a great amount of wealth. But unfortunately he lost everything, okay. But he had a lot of, he found the inner strength, okay, from the Most High, okay. And the story of Job is known for strength through affliction, okay. Job was somebody who had an enormous faith, okay. His faith was unwavering through times of difficulty, okay. He had hope in times of despair and tribulation, all right. So, what my guys is saying is that to please, pray, connect to spirit, to the higher power for assistance if you feel right now that all is lost, or if you have like, thoughts to harm yourself. Okay, there is hope out there. You are loved, you are worthy. Okay, and everyone is here in this planet, okay, on this earth for a reason, all right. And life itself, there is no straight journey, okay. There is ups and downs, okay. There is trial and error, and we are meant to learn from our mistakes. We are meant to be living testimonies to other people so we can share, because it's all about learning and sharing our experiences, and to help others who may find one day, unfortunately, may find that themselves in the same situation that we may be in right now, or have experienced in the past. All right. Now, some other uh, pictures I've come across is balloons. Okay, so some of you who are on the spiritual path, or maybe you might be ascending at this moment, because that's what balloons symbolizes in spiritual terms. Um, I also saw a picture of a knife, so I don't know. Someone might have some form of a I don't know, some form of anger against you, all right, or might want to hurt you, um, or plot some type of revenge against you. I also saw um, contracts. So I don't know, maybe some of you might be going into new agreements or new contracts with people. It could be to do with a job, a new job. Also, there's something about I saw a picture of a gate. okay, and a fence. So maybe some of you might need to create healthy boundaries. It could be to do with people that you have walked away, people from the past, or maybe just to protect your energy at this time. The crystals that our spiritual team would like us to work with is amethyst. Okay, amethyst is a good crystal, is a very powerful protective spiritual stone to help balance the spiritual and physical body. Okay, also pink agate. Pink agate is good for the heart chakra. Okay, it's good for relationships, good for healing, especially relationships as well. If there's any conflict between a parent and a child, pink agate is good. Um, Also Charlotte. Okay, Charlotte. This is a good stone. Okay, if you're going through this transitioning transformation stage, as well as serpentine. They also wanted me to mention serpentine, mukate, mukate is also good. It's a form of a jasper, okay, and it's good for stabilizing. Also, picture jasper is good for healing, especially when it comes to emotions, or if there's any feelings of guilt, envy, hatred, or anything to do with love. Fluoride for clarity, all right, and also to help cleanse your energy. Suricide is good for grounding, so you feel more stable. So you can get more to help you to have more balance in your life. Also, it's a good crystal for to carry with you or for traveling. Um, Also, aquamarine. Okay, it's known as a stone of courage, and it helps to reduce stress and helps quiet the mind. All right, if maybe you are like sort of quite stressed or anxious about a situation at this time. All right, and if you are interested in working with crystals, as I said earlier, I'll put the name of two books. Okay, it's by the same author, so please check it out in the description box. Okay, the animals. Um, I came across a picture of an ostrich. So ostrich is all about honesty, courage, self-confidence. So you could work with the spirit of the ostrich if that's what you need at this time. Also, a picture of a pig. Okay, so you could be this could be your Chinese size, the Chinese sign, sorry, Chinese sign. Um, but the pig also, the spiritual, as well as the boar, okay, because the boar is also known as, but it is the spirit of it, okay, is it talks about resilience, okay, it talks about being, it's also about strength as well. Also a picture of a frog, which is to do with transitioning. So maybe you might be going through this stage right now. A jaguar, I believe a jaguar is to do with growth. Also puma. I have to check on this. Okay, I'm not too sure about it. It could be to do with strength as well. Um, Also panda. I saw a picture of a panda, and I checked it up. It's to do with like creating some a sacred space in your home, so you can do some form of meditation. Bees, okay, that talks about creativity. I forgot to write the spider down. The spider is also to do with manifestation. Horses to do with freedom and strength. So you might be feeling tied in a situation. So if you do, then you may need to work with the spirit of the horse. Also tortoise. Tortoise spirit, okay, helps us to create balance in our life. And also the deer, a picture of a deer, which is all to do with gentleness. So to be, I guess, gentle with yourself, gentle with others, okay. And the antlers can represent ancestors. So obviously a lot of these messages are coming from the ancestors, all right. Yeah, so this is the the downloads, okay, that I have for the 16th of April 2025. All right, so let me just quickly ask our spiritual team what they would like us to focus on, think about, consider, and remember. Okay, just want to give the cards a bit of a shuffle. Just want to pop out. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what does the collective need to focus on? What do they, ooh, so let's see. Okay, so they want us to um continue to focus on having a firm foundation. Okay, because when you have that firm foundation, you're able to overcome any challenges or obstacles that you may face at this time, or maybe that's something that you've already have in place, okay, and overcome, or if this is going to happen in the near or distant future. Okay, the border is red, so it's a lot of it is to do uh, or connected to the root chakra, okay, which is all to do with our security and our stability. Okay, you could, it's on number 4. Again, in numerology, it's all about our structure, our stability, whatever we want to manifest. Okay, that could help us to create a firm foundation. All right. What else to do? You could be alive, power 4. All right. Um, also to remember, okay, to remember that we are abundant. Okay, and some of you might have a lot of material things around you or wealth, whatever. But whatever it is, right, we should always remember that we are abundant both spiritually and materially. If not, that maybe is something that you may need to focus on, think about how that can come about. Okay, you may need to connect to spirit, to your ancestors to help bring this about. You could be a life path a 9. Okay, a 9 also talks about in neurology. It does talk about fruition. Um, so maybe some of you have your goals have come into fruition. Um, you might be somehow feeling very fulfilled in your life, or just generally content with whatever you have. Okay, we've also got transformation. That's on number 30. Not number 30 keeps coming up a lot. Okay, and this card represents the death card. Doesn't necessarily mean a physical death, but it could be a time when a lot of changes are happening in your life. A lot of cycles are ending. Maybe you're going through this transformation stage. Um, 30, normally in tarot oracle readings, we normally add the two numbers. That gives you again a number 4. So we've got 2 4s on the table here. And again, 4 is all to do with structure, stability, manifestation. Maybe certain things have to end in order for this to come about in your life. All right. Or this might be coming to you because you've got the Chariot. Okay. Or maybe if you do these things, okay, this is what's going to come to you, because the this card Triumph talks about is all to do with travel. All right. It could also do with control. So maybe some of you might need to be in control uh of your life, and not letting other people um tell you what to do, or to be continue being a people's pleaser. All right. And that way you're going to step into your power to have more control. So more blessings and abundance. And if you haven't done that yet, maybe, or that's probably one of the things that is blocking you, or um you know um from achieving your goals, then that's something you need to think about. All right, you could be a life path 7. All right, in order for you to be victorious, because you got triumph if you do that. All right, and also what your spirit guides want to say is that to remember that you are a spiritual magician. You can manifest whatever you want to. Okay, and if you want to make the right decisions, um then it's always important to connect. So if you notice that there's a circle above his head, all right, so this person is getting guidance, all right, from spirit, from source, from the universe, from his ancestors, from the higher power, to help him manifest whatever he is or whatever he wants to create, okay, in his life. All right, because we are spiritual magicians, and we are the creators of our own reality. Okay. Okay, so for this for the reading to check on the energies, okay, I was guided to use this deck. It's called Shadow Work Oracle. All right, it doesn't say who created this, but I bought this from AliExpress. So if you're interested in um working on yourself, doing any form of shadow work, but this is going to be I'm just going to be using this deck to check on the energies, all right, around you, around the collective, and see what's going on. And then I'm going to be using the Miss Cleo's tarot to clarify the cards. I'm going to be using the Broken Mirror, Panther Oracle, was the Vibe, Heart's Hidden Secrets, Spilty, and some others. And then to close off the reading, I'm going to be using a deck to get advice from the Rishas, okay? Also advice from Spirit, practical advice, okay? And I might actually use the Numerology and Runes deck, okay? It just depends on time, all right? So let's see what's coming up for the collective, okay? And please, if you do enjoy this reading, please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe or share, or just leave a comment. Thank you. Let me just give this cards a bit of a shuffle. Holy Spirit angels, what is the collective? What does her energies? Okay. Okay, so the first energy that's being picked up, it says obsession. Obsession. Okay. We've got trauma. Oh, we consider that, sorry. Trauma. Okay, so you've got obsession, trauma, let me take this one. Deceit. Okay. Okay, envy. All right. Isolation. All right. Okay, so all right, so let me just put it on. Let me see if I can put them on now. So we've got obsession. We've got let me yeah, trauma. Okay, trauma. got deceit. Okay, envy. Okay, and isolation. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to read on the first card, okay, that came up from the deck. Okay, it says obsession, release the chains of thought and free your mind. Okay. Okay, so maybe someone around you, okay, this could either be your energy, because as I said, this is all to do with energy. So it could be that somebody around you, okay, might be obsessed with you. All right, so let's see. All right, so these energies can belong to one person, okay, or a group of people. All right, so whoever is obsessed, okay, this person could have suffered some form of trauma. Could be something that they're going through now, and maybe they experience some form of deceit. Okay, this person could also be quite envious, or maybe they dealt with somebody who was envious. All right. Maybe this person's also feeling very isolated at this time. Okay, or maybe whoever they dealt with feels that way. So let's see. Holy Spirit, please clarify obsession. Holy Spirit, please clarify. Okay, so we've got the sun. Okay, we also have here um page of swords. All right. Okay, so the sun energy, okay, can represent altogether happiness, positivity, all right, success, all right. But the shadow side, all right, can represent sadness, depression, delays, loss of hope, pessimism, okay. Um, maybe someone receives some news, because pages can represent news, okay, or they could have received some truth about a situation. All right, it could be to do with a home, it could be to do with a relationship, it could be to do with a business. All right, because you got four of staffs, and maybe they've received clarity about the situation, um, and that they've taken a leap of faith, because you got the fool here, right, to move away from a situation, because you got six of cups here, right. Now maybe this person, or maybe again they could have worked for some form of organization or institution. Maybe this person could be going through a divorce. It could be you or this other person or people associated with whoever it is this story relates to. Um, all right. Or it could be something to do, or they might be going through the justice system now. And definitely you've got the lovers here, so it's definitely to do with some partnership. And someone is definitely at a loss in this situation. Okay, so um, it could be that you could have been in this situation and walked away, and this person feels now at a loss. Maybe by you walking away, this created a tower moment, all right? And now this person is obsessed, and you could have been dealing with somebody who embodies the King of Staff's energy, or it could be the other way around. Just take the energy as it resonates, okay? And as I said before, that oracle or tarot readings is non-gender, all right? So let me just use a few things to clarify, okay? Again, this situation. Okay, so it could be that I'm using the situation oracle deck. So maybe this you have put an end to this relationship, because it says irreconcilable differences, divorce final. Okay, you could have had a family with this person, or it could be to do with members of the family. You could be of dealt with somebody who embodies masculine energies. All right. Um, obsession, obsession. Yeah, you could be probably quite content um, at this moment. You probably feel a sense of wholeness by moving away from this situation. Okay. Um, okay, it looks like this person wants to plan. If you've left somebody behind, doesn't it, as I said, this doesn't have to be your story. It could be other people around you, or people you associate with. This person wants to um, pay you a surprise visit. Okay. I guess that's very much connected to the word obsession here. Now, let's see what else. Okay, this person, it could, if you wanna, spiritual life path or journey, okay, you might be dealing with, or this person could be dealing with a false twin flame, because you got twin flames, reflection of soul, mirrored emotions, your other half, shared feelings. Okay. Maybe they will undecisive about being in this relationship with you, because you got here wrong reasons, contemplating stay or leave, uncertain, or there was some uncertainty at the beginning before you receive clarity about this person. Okay. Protected aura, divine intervention, guardian angel, shielding. So if you're on a spiritual path, all right, this person, there could have been, or I should say, some form of divine intervention here. Um, and if you've moved on with your life, or maybe you're in a new relationship, or you're doing well, this person could be jealous, because it says rumors, pettiness, being envious, talking behind back. Okay. This person at the moment, they could be fuming with rage, overwhelming explosion or of emotions, very angry, maybe very angry because you moved away, or you closed off this cycle with this person. So what wanted to pop out is that this person was holding a lot of secrets. It says love affair, keeping things inside, not opening up, illusions. So maybe this person was was someone who, it could be a case of unrequited love here. All right, so I don't know. Okay, so if that's your story. All right. Let me just see what. Let me use the what's the vibe. Okay, so you could be healing from this situation because you got laughter, happiness, joy, healing. Okay. Let me just do the obsession. Yeah, I think there was some divine intervention because you got Archangel Michael, protection, prevented from harm, divine intervention. Okay. Um, here you got consequences, bad choices, games, mixed signals. So maybe this person was playing mind games. Okay. And as I said, this person was probably quite detached. It says antisocial, in your feelings, silent treatment left out. Maybe that's what they feel now. But again, this person is in, like they just want the thrill of it. Okay. Or you found out that this person had some form of addiction because it says thrills, continuous cycles, bad decisions, addictions. Okay. Mm. Okay, so I'm going to just so I know which ones are which. All right, so I'm going to clarify the second card using the tarot deck. It says, so I'm just going to just read out what it says on the card because it says trauma. It says your scars are proof of resilience and survival. Okay, it could also mean pain, wound, or shock. Okay, so this person could have had some form of awakening because the tower card did show up, okay, earlier. So maybe when you walked away, or maybe this somebody walked away from this person, it could have created some form of tower moment for this person, okay, or people. All right, so let's see. Where is me? Okay, here it is. Let's see. Or maybe they experience some form of trauma, okay, maybe during their younger years or childhood years, and this maybe prevented them from opening up, so maybe they need to do some inner child healing or inner soul healing or soul retrieval work. I do these readings, so please check them out on my channel if you need to do it, or somebody you could recommend someone. Okay, so I'm just going to clarify. Let me just shuffle again one more time. Okay, so Holy Spirit, want to just clarify trauma. Holy Spirit, want to just clarify trauma. Okay. Okay, so we've got here a Knight of Cups, but that came in reverse. Okay, so you or somebody else might embody this energy, Knight of Cups energy. Um, so that definitely is on the shadow side. So the Knight of Cups is to do with deceit, jealousy, and disappointment. Okay. You or somebody else could probably embody this Empress energy, okay, which is feminine power. All right. It's also to do with somebody who is very creative, somebody who can, is very good at expressing themselves. All right. finds the final pleasures in life. That sort of person, very grounded. Could be a mother figure as well. All right, but we all embody both masculine and feminine energies. All right, so um, maybe you have dealt with this person this past. Okay, maybe this person may want to come back. Okay, or you're probably on your guard. Okay, you're probably creating healthy boundaries. It's got seven of staff's hair. Okay, this person probably feels left out in the court because you got five of coins. Maybe because you brought this to an end, this relationship, or this other person or whoever they were dealing with brought this relationship to an end. Okay, and they're now in the ten of swords energy. And they somehow feel backstabbed, betrayed. Okay. Um, but again, it looks like there was some form of deception. We've got seven of swords here. Okay. Maybe whatever was given to them, love, whatever they were deceived because they weren't satisfied because we got four of cups. Okay, which does talk about not being happy with what they have. All right, and also there could have been something hidden, okay? Or it could be that you embody the high priestess energy and you could have been dealing with somebody who also embodies the king of swords energy, okay? And they probably somehow feel traumatized because um you walked away, all right? So let's see. Let me use this one because to see what's going on. Let me see. Shadow. I'll use the shadow love oracle to see what's going on. Because maybe they might, as I said before, they could have things going on with them things that that you're not aware of. Okay, it doesn't give them an excuse for doing so, but maybe they've just got like some trauma or things which they haven't yet healed, or maybe they experience um some form of rejection in the past, and maybe they weren't able to open up their heart fully. Okay, so let's see. We'll open up their heart to love. Holy Spirit, please clarify trauma. Holy Spirit, please clarify. Okay, it says other loves still involved with the past, cheating, secret affection. So this looks like it was a third party situation. Okay. Okay, this person probably got anger issues because it says a fierce temper, has too many anger issues and dark moods. This person could also be abusive. Okay. It says self-righteous, acts spiritually superior, condescending, preachy. So maybe this person was quite domineering. Okay. Empty. The truth is that you simply don't feel fulfilled. It's worth the way to find true happiness. So maybe this person just somehow, as I said, I mean, the tarot cards did show that this person, in the Four of Cups, that this person wasn't happy whatever they had. Okay, and goes on to say, childish. Someone has to be the adult in the room. Maybe the terms should be grow up or get out. So maybe you give this person, or this person that was being childish, maybe they were given an ultimatum or something like to change their ways, or else um you know you or this other person will walk away from this person. Okay, take the energy as it resonates. Let's see what else I can use. Let me use Hidden Hearts. Okay, so this could have been some form of commitment, because it says commitment, marriage, promises, fidelity. Yeah. Okay, this person is probably prone to make mistakes. So it says misunderstood, victim, lost soul. Okay. Maybe when you walked away, this person had some form of epiphany, because it says realization, epiphanies, understandings, awakening. Okay. Or you might have awakened by the fact that this person was being deceptive and now healing from this situation. Okay. It could be that they now want to come in and apologize, okay, for what they did. That's okay. So, use one. Let me just use this one, broken mirror, and see what comes up. Okay, you could have been dealing with somebody who um is quite spiteful, because what envy, haters, spiteful, jealousy. Yeah. Okay. They could probably feel, since you moved away, that everything is crumbling around them. They could have also be unemployed at this time. Um, Again, they could be hurting, crying, depressed, okay, because you've maybe finally closed out the cycle with them, and they could also be missing you. It says crying, nostalgia, missing you. But what spirit is saying that this person is a red flag? It says signs, cheating, deception here. Okay. And if you're not sure or whatever, especially if you're on a sort of a spiritual soul life path or journey, and you don't know what to do, if this person wants to come back, I would suggest you either pray, um, and just use your intuition at all times regarding this matter, okay? Because in some situations, when it comes to like twin flames or soulmates, there is a chance that where you may be in a relationship with somebody and something happens, you split, okay, and then um this you have healed, this person has healed, and then there is going to be a chance where you may again come back to this person. But every person's, I know we are all unique, we all have our own story. So I think the best thing to do is to pray, and if you connect with your higher power, they will guide you whether or not this person is your sort of like divine soulmate, okay, or twin flame. All right. And in some cases, what the higher power, your spiritual team will do, you will even see, maybe in the dream state, all right, who this person is going to be. So you won't like panic. And a lot of readers have said that as well, okay, that you will know in time, you will know. But you just have to be patient, and at the same time, focus on yourself, focus on your healing, okay, while because the universe will know when you're ready. But again, if you want to be in a relationship, that's up to you. It's entirely up to you. All right. If you want to be in a partnership or not, okay. But I think a lot of people would like to find their divine partner, all right, or be in a divine partnership or relationship, all right. One that is balanced, one that is being guided, appointed, all right, by the Most High, all right. So let's see. So I'm going to be clarifying the next card, which is says deceit. Okay, it goes on to say honesty is the bridge of authentic connections. Okay, and deceit can mean, you know, either lies, deception, or fraud. Okay. So I said this doesn't always have to be maybe just one person embodies that. It could be like different people, okay, embodying or have done the or doing this. I don't know. So let's see what comes out. Okay, so just shuffle the cards again. Holy Spirit, will please clarify deceits. Okay, so what's clarifying deceit? We've got Seven of Staff. Okay, so again, Seven of Staff energy can represent somebody who is quite courageous, quite protective. It could be you in this energy, it could be the other person, it could be somebody associated with this person. Okay. Okay. Maybe whoever it is wants to now offer, it could be you or somebody else, and this Knight of Coins, or maybe somebody wants to offer you something. But Knights is a very slow type of energy. Okay. It could be to do with money because you've got Six of Coins here. Okay. All right. So maybe if it's supposed to do with a business, so maybe you were in business with somebody and maybe this you were you were investing in more money than this person, or maybe this person was holding back from you. All right. And um you moved away or broke this contract or this partnership. All right. And maybe this person now wants to come back because you got, okay, so you got Six of Coins, you got maybe you got Two of Coins. So maybe it seems that this person now wants to come back to balance something out. Okay, maybe they feel stuck. No, maybe they feel stuck because maybe they weren't fair of what they did, because obviously I'm clarifying deceit here. So maybe they were very deceitful and now they feel stuck and now they want to come back to balance something. But this energy is very slow. It's a very immature energy. This person was probably very immature. Um, Maybe you are at the moment, you're quite abundant, you're quite happy, content with what you have. Okay. But this was a karmic relationship because you've got um the devil here, or there was a karmic connection here. You probably healing from this situation because you got the Star. All right. You're probably in this nine, as I said, Nine of Coins energy. Okay. Quite content with what you have. Your wishes are being fulfilled. Um, Quite abundant because you got Ten of Coins here. Okay. Right. Or maybe they want to, okay, or maybe um because you got nine, okay, and that one equals to 10, so maybe now they want to balance something out. But the cycle has ended here because you got Wheel of Fortune here and you've got the World, so this has come to an end, and maybe they now feel like a fool because of their actions. Okay. In the past, you could have been dealing with, I don't know, maybe somebody who embodies the King of Coins energy, all right, or um, it could be a group of or two other individuals, because you've got because if you notice on this card, you've got two people here. All right. Forget about the genders because in tarot oracle readings, these readings are non-gender. Okay, it could be to do for home, it could be to do for business, it could be to do, yes, a home business, it could be to do for relationship. But because there's a lot of coins there, it could be something, or it could be dealing with family members, okay, really relatives, okay, because that's what the Four of Wands is about. So there could have been some form of deceit here. So I'm going to be let me just see what else. I'm just about to. Okay. So as I said, I'm using the palm for oracle. It could be that you might be dealing with maybe about up to three people because it says enemy, distrust. Okay. Uh, okay. Maybe again you were dealing with family because you do have three people here. Maybe they pretended that they cared about you, but were very deceptive. Okay. Maybe they wanted to be in control of a situation because you got marionette here. Dictatorial, sorry, dictatorship, domination, reluctant. Okay, so maybe they were just, um, you know, stringing you along. Okay, these people or whoever it is you were dealing with, all right, or this person, could have been wearing a mask. So that means that the again masks in spiritual terms represent deception, pretending, inconstancy. Okay, and now maybe they feel trapped by the decision they made because you got trapped, a victim, a lure, trick. Okay, and maybe you discover this and that caused a lot of conflict between you and this individual or individuals. Okay. Let me just see what else. Let me see what uh let me use this one, this situation. Let me see. My spiritual, please clarify envy. Oh, sorry, deceit. This was to clarify envy. Okay, you got outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events. So maybe maybe somebody regrets doing this, but this definitely was a karmic relationship. Yeah, you're probably healing from this situation. Okay, and if you're on a spiritual path, you're probably ascending. All right, entering a new phase in your life. Okay, you've got coffin, so this definitely has you could have ended this cycle because it says coffin, new beginnings, liberation, reborn and transition, tragic endings. Okay. Okay, so let me see if I can use. Use this one. I'm just trying to see if I can use another one. All right, so let me clarify. I was going to use another one to clarify, but let me see. One, two. Let me use one more deck. use this one. Receipts. Yeah, this person was definitely wearing a mask, or people. Let's see what else. It says pretending, putting up a front, two-faced, not genuine. Okay. Okay. You might have walked away. Okay, because the word conflict comes up again. Clashing differences, incompatible, irreconcilable. Okay, you probably at this time not speaking to this person or people. It says frozen, not speaking, stonewall, not taking action, or maybe this person, is, maybe they know what they've done, but they're just refusing to accept or whatever, or to move forward, to bring balance. You've got jealousy, rumors, pettiness, being envious, talking behind back. So I don't know, maybe there's a lot of gossip or something, or maybe there's some jealousy regarding this situation here. Um, I don't know, let's see. Then you got observing, being watched, social media, stalking, keeping an eye on you, obsessed with you. Okay. So maybe you have a social media platform. I don't know. Because the next word that comes out there is envy. Okay, so all right. So I'm going to be clarifying envy. Okay. So let me just read what's on the card. It says envy turn green eyes into a force for self-improvement and inspiration. All right. So this person is quite envious. Maybe they in the energy that they're using, or this energy, this negative energy they're in. Maybe they need to take some time to use that energy onto themselves. All right. Okay. So let me just again put this back and clarify. Okay, so let's see here. Let's clarify envy. 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 Okay, so we've got 7 of Cups. So whoever is envious, this person could be under some illusion. They've probably have some form of uncertainty in their life. It could be somebody who embodies the Knight of Staff. Maybe this person is very arrogant, very reckless. Okay. It could be to do for Queen of Coins. You could probably embody this energy, or somebody else, whoever they're dealing with. Energy. Okay. Somebody who embodies this energy, they're quite comfortable, down to earth, have quite, they have some form of material wealth. So maybe this is the reason why Maybe because they experience some form of loss, because you've got Five of Cups, and again maybe because they're experiencing some form of tower or have a tower moment right now. Um, they could be somehow feeling very secluded at this moment because you've got the Hermit, and also this person could be embodying the King of Staffs energy. Okay, somebody I mean, on the light side, this person could be somebody who's quite successful, a leader, somebody who's self-confident. But on the shadow side, this person could be quite vicious, impulsive, and very demanding. Okay, it could be that they are having some form of they could be experiencing karma because you got Eight of Staff. Yeah. Um, in regards to their money, because you got Page of Coins. Okay. Maybe in the past, um, this person could have been quite deceptive, wanted to win at all costs in a situation, because you've got Five of Swords here, all right, and this person could have been doing spell work, all right, to bring this about, and or maybe that's something that they're planning to do. Okay, so because I mean, if somebody's envious or envious of somebody else, some people, unfortunately, they are willing um to dabble into dark arts, black magic, you know, to bring this about. So let me use this one. What's hidden? Let's use the Heart's Hidden and see what's. Okay, so I'm just going to clear. I'm just going to be using Heart's Hidden Secrets and see. Holy Spirit will just clarify envy. Okay, maybe this person feels that they're running out of time to do something. Okay, maybe they somehow feel hopeless or their life is falling apart, because it says sinking despair, falling apart. Maybe they feel somehow rejected, abandoned, dismissed. Okay, because you might have moved away, or this somebody moved away from this person and brought um some form of closure, because it says farewells, leave behind closure. Okay, this person could be at breaking point. It says limit, final straw, overwhelmed. Okay, and as a result, this person could be quite obsessed. It says infatuation, adoration, addiction. But this person is a bluff, or because it says here pretending, they are still wearing a mask. Okay, and this definitely was a past life connection, because it says deja vu, repeated patterns, karmic lessons. Okay, so this is a situation where probably you and the other person, or whoever they're dealing with, to learn lessons from this situation. And this person could be experiencing karma because of their actions, whatever they did. Because it says karma, consequences, which is the law of cause and effect. And this person could be in debt, or they could be have accumulated, I don't know, in spiritual terms, karmic debt. Okay. Um, let's see. Use the clarify the using the Panther Oracle. Please clarify envy, envy, envy. Oh, yeah. This person is probably maybe do I don't know, they may be doing playing some mind games or planning. okay, to cause some disruption or something, because you've got her imagination here. Okay, you might be quite content with your life at this moment because you got okay, and this person is very angry because you got protest, inadequacy, sue attention, maybe they seeking attention, okay, and if you have a social media platform, they could be looking at you, looking online or spying on you. um they could be working with three other people or might involve two other people, whatever it is. There is some conflict there, okay. And again, it looks like they, I don't know, maybe they planning something, but they feel that they're running out of time because you got schedule here, okay. But their goal is to do something because you got gold here. So a lot of things is about goal, strategizing, planning. So I don't know, and it's probably because they're envious of what you have or who you are. I don't know. This is what is coming out from the cards. Um, let's see what lines. I don't know if this is going to they could be all in their feelings. Definitely they're a hater. Okay. And again, you know, from this what lies beneath deck, you got here, this person is definitely hate, you know, envious of you, what you have. Maybe because you have a new beginning, or you've moved away and they just feel kicked to the curb. All right. um and they probably just feel, as I said earlier, that the whole life might be falling into pieces, okay. You know, but this person definitely is somebody very manipulative, very deceptive, and they just want to be in control, okay. And they do probably embody outdated uh um probably outdated I don't know, beliefs, okay. And this person or people could be quite toxic here. All right. All right, so I'm going to just clarify the last one. It says isolation. It says in solitude, discover your true self and connect deeper. So maybe if it's a group of people or this individual, they probably just need to take some time out, maybe heal whatever wounds they have or heal from the situation. Okay, maybe they're just dealing with, or it could be that they're embodying all these energies, and these are, you know, they're not really good energies. They're just very you know, dark shadow energies here, okay, which they need to heal from. All right, so let me just use again the tarot to clarify the last card where it says isolation. Holy Spirit, please clarify isolation. Isolation. Please clarify isolation. Please clarify isolation. Please clarify isolation. Okay. Well, you got the death card. Okay, so there's definitely been is an ending. Okay, so something has come to an end. Okay, and somehow um they are in pain. Okay, just feel stabbed in the back. Okay, you could have walked away, or this person could have walked away because, all right, again, or maybe you could have ended this situation because there was some form of betrayal. Okay, it could be something to do with love. All right, maybe you started a relationship with this person and this person betrayed you because you got 7 of Swords here, and as a result, this relationship came to an end. Okay, and somehow you feel isolated and trying to find the strength. Okay, to overcome this betrayal. And maybe this person, okay, so you might, or whatever that was hidden was probably revealed. Okay, because you got a High Priestess here. All right, and it could be maybe you were dealing with um a King of Swords, and this definitely looks like a love relationship because it's got 2 of Cups here. All right, and maybe the excuse for this person is that maybe this person didn't feel satisfied in this relationship because you got 4 of Cups here. All right, and they could have brought in or was had a really secret affair with somebody who embodies the Queen of Staff energy. But this cycle has definitely come to an end because again you got Wheel of Fortune here and the World. Okay, and this again could have been some form of marriage because you got 4 of Staffs here. Okay, so well, they could have been um different people. They could have also be somebody who embodies the king, of course, or maybe this person that you were dealing with, or the other person, or whatever it is, because as I said, gender is non-fluid. Maybe this person also embodied the King of Coins energy. I don't know. That's what I'm seeing here. And this could also be past energy. It doesn't have to be it could be something that's happening now, sorry, or it could be past energy, it could be something that's going to happen in the near distant future. It just depends because as I said, tarot is is timeless, non-gender, okay? He can be a she can be, and it's all to do with energy, all right? Okay, let me see what deck. Let me use the Hearts Hidden. Let me use the Hearts. I'm using the Hearts Hidden. It's been clarify isolation. Clarify isolation. Yeah, this person feels rejected, okay, because because yeah, they feel about somehow abandoned, okay. Yeah, you got abandoned on this card, okay, left out, walk because you walked away, yeah, because you also got abandoned on this, okay. um you were probably quite somebody who's quite loyal to this person or to these people. um there's some form of bitterness, okay, some form of resentment, anger, okay, because you walked away. You could have been dealing with somebody who was distorted or distorted masculine or feminine, all right. They feel now hopeless. They feel that their life again is all falling apart, okay, but again they probably experiencing some form of karma, and again karma is the law of cause and effect. It's all to do with energy, okay, it's all to do with energy, all right. And this person could still be um trying to cast illusions. This person could also be still holding secrets, still concealing something, all right, even though you were loyal, because this card keeps popping out here. You could have been loyal, or whoever they were dealing with was quite loyal to them. Okay, let me just use Shadow Love. Please clarify isolation. Please clarify isolation. Negativity, like a dark cloud above you, are depressed, extreme mood. So this person is definitely, this person could also have a negative mind set as well. But this person is currently depressed. Okay, you might be distant from this person. Okay, okay. See the cards. This person could be, you could be distant from this person. It says, so far away physically and emotionally. See if you can rekindle the passion again. So, this person could be emotionally detached. All right, maybe you will seen as a conquest to this person, just another notch in the headboard, or the real deal. Actions speak the loudest. So you might have come to realize that this person wasn't serious. um Maybe they might want to come back to apologize, but it says they're teasing, dangling partial truths, needing answers, shifting. Okay. And it also goes on to say, secret past, skeletons in the closet, not telling the whole story. So maybe this person has, a few things that, that they don't want to tell you. Okay, and it says here, a joker is all just a game to them, insincere, just having fun. So maybe whatever they did, they didn't take this relationship seriously. And it says devilish trouble follows them around, tempting, addictive charm. Okay. So, I mean, maybe maybe you've given them chances before, and it's the same thing happens, because it says vicious cycle, pattern of relationship issues, bad habits, no win situation. Maybe there have been a lot of fighting, arguments. All right. And it says mirror reflects your own issues, like attract like. So so if that's your case, maybe you've moved away and just decide that you no longer want to attract these individuals. Okay. That's that's not worth your that's not giving you peace, that you don't feel happy around, or you try at the moment, you're probably at ease, you're probably healing, and you're protecting your mental uh, s- um state at this present time. Okay. Let me just use this quickly. I'm going to be using your feelings, if your feelings are valid. So let's see. Okay, so let's see. What else does the collective need to know? Okay, all right. Yeah, maybe you were fed up with this person, the way they were behaving. Okay, all right. Um, Again, maybe you've used your intuition. Okay, this maybe now you're having all your peace, you're having all your wishes fulfilled. Okay, and this person is very jealous of what you have, of how um they could see you as somebody very ambitious, somebody very courageous. Okay. um but they are somebody that keeps everything all bottled up. All right. um okay, let's see. see what else. Maybe they're seeking some form of forgiveness here. Okay. Because of what's happened. Okay. Let's see. But this person is still confused. Okay. But yet still they want your sympathy. Okay. They could probably be still angry because you walked away. Okay. From this situation. Okay, you will probably deal with a shifty person. Okay, this person probably is probably broke. Okay, and they are just envious because you are happy. All right, this person is probably discontented with their life. All right, and again, somebody who is quite secretive. All right, clingy, disloyal. Even though you were somebody who's quite grateful. Okay. Let's see what else. All right. All right. And even though you were quite passionate, okay, about this relationship, all right, this person just was quite silly, and they're now upset, all right, and in some form of mental conflict, okay, because you have walked away, okay, and but this again, there was a lot of deception in this situation here, okay. They could be even surprised because you've you know you've healed from what they had done, okay, or maybe you're healing now, okay, and this is why they feel that way, okay. Okay, so all right, so let's see what advice. But let me just use, I think I'm going to use this one. We use the African goddess rising deck, okay, to see what advice the African goddesses have for the collective. Use this deck. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, Ancestors, what messages do you have for the collective? What message do you have for the collective on this time? Okay, it goes on to say here, secret lust. Okay, secret lust. I'll just put it in hand. So let's see. So number 26. Okay, it goes on to say here that you are an erotic creature. You have a divine right to experience sensual ecstasy. It is sacred to give and receive pleasure. You deserve to feel good. It feels good to feel good. So allow yourself to feel good. Lean into your sacred lust. Turn up your own fire and quench your thirst. Dance with pleasure. You daring to embrace your sensuality will set the world on fire. Okay. And I think this is very much connected to the sacral chakras, which is also to do with our creativity, our emotions. All right, so please do not close your off, all right, to new love coming in if you've already moved away from this situation, okay, because this card does represent the lovers, okay, and this goddess Kutesh, she is the goddess of sacred lust from Egypt. Okay, and the element to this energy is fire, which is all to do our desires, our passions, and the goddess declaration says it feels good to feel good. So don't close yourself off to love. All right, and then we've got Mahat. Okay, giving and receiving. So I read on that one. She's an Egyptian goddess, all right, to do with justice. 10. So maybe in time, you will be able to meet someone who where where there'll be equal give and take in terms of love, okay, on all other aspects as well. All right. So we've got here goddess of giving and receiving, okay, Mahat. It says reset your harmonic balance. You are out of alignment. The secret skills command you to give and receive. If you receive without giving, you are selfish and out of alignment. If you give without receiving, you are stuck in metrodom and out of alignment. And it goes on to say giving and receiving is spiritual law and spell will give time, money, service, resources, and good vibes. If you're a generous giver, cultivate a practice of receiving. Receiving is a sacred feminine principle that makes many uncomfortable. Receive compliments, joy, support, pleasure, friendship, money, and love. They are all in the same spirit. And the goddess declaration is I give easily and freely, I receive freely and easily. So I think here the overall energy here is to because of if you have experienced any of this thing of this individual people to just don't close yourself to receiving love, okay, as a result, because all you need to do is trust your intuition, pray, and trust the process, okay, of hope, all right, in that everything will be okay, and in the end, you will find someone that will give that sort of a equal give and take into a situation. Let me just use this deck. This is called Spirit Messages and see what advice spirits have for the collective. Let me just move this so this won't be. Let's see what additional messages, okay, spirits have for the collective. Okay, it says stop, take a moment. All right, now is not the time to rush into a decision you're about to make. Before this important decision is made, take a moment to pause and quiet your mind so that you can ask your soul for guidance before you act and move forward. So it could be to do with this person or people, okay. You've got let go. Once you let go of the outcome, you'll be able to release all the emotional constraints that have held you back in the past. Trust in the higher good and guidance of spirit as we have only your best intentions at heart and will do everything in our power to protect you. Okay. Okay. Support. It says people come into support. Okay, if you can see the card, support come into your life for many different reasons. Some you learn from and then they move on, while others return often because you need to learn more from those individuals. Others remain beside you throughout your entire life. So could be a case that, okay, that there were lessons to be learned for both you and this individual or individuals. Okay. Um, Okay, so let me just quickly use this deck, this numerology deck, to see what numbers are coming out for the collective. Okay, I love this deck because it's you know, it also tells you you know, like what chakras, okay, are associated with the numbers as well. And as I said, if you want to know more about numbers and or angel numbers or sequences and stuff, I have put the names of two books in the description box, so please check it out after the reading. Okay. Holy Spirit, all the angels, what numbers? Okay, so we have surrender. Okay, so a lot of it here, the main color here you've got is you've got red, okay, which is to do with the root chakra. Um, which is to do with your stability. You've got orange, a little bit of orange here to do with the circle, to do with our emotions. You also have purple, okay, to do with the crown chakra, to do with our connections, our spiritual, sorry, our divine um, consciousness, okay, and our spiritual connections and belief. All right. It says surrender here. So some of you might be taking the leap of faith because when you add the 9 and 1, that gives you a 10. You remove the 0, that's a 1. So it's also about taking that leap of faith and surrender to um, uh, take in taking that step into the unknown, okay, and that means surrendering to the divine, okay, to guide you, and at the same time to use your intuition. Ask the divine, your higher power, your spiritual team to help you to be able to to discern, okay, so you can make, and also to make the right choices. Your spiritual, okay, our spiritual, I should say, our spiritual team, okay, is advising us to listen to music at this time. Um, that can help us to heal our emotional body, okay, because we have a lot of orange hair, and also to give you that inner strength and inner courage, because you've got the yellow, which is to do the solar plexus, to do with confidence, willpower, self-esteem. This is on number 32. When you add the 2, that's 5. So that's to do with change here. All right. So, you know, take the energy as it resonates. Okay, we have um let's see what else. Angels, what? Okay, so we've got domestic harmony. All right, so I guess that's all to do with self-love, self-care. All right. And also hair. Okay, maybe we might need to work on our throat chakra, okay, to enable us to be more creative, to express ourselves and communicate more effectively. Um, Also, we got green, so we may need to work on the heart chakra as well, okay, which is to do with partnerships, love, relationships as well, and even to be more harmonious with yourself, okay, all right, because this is what this domestic harmony is all about. Um, and they also want us to take time out because you've got hair, and that's to connect to spirit because you've got a lot of purple hair to do with the crown chakra, and that can help give us that inner strength because again you've got a lot of yellow hair. This is on the numbers 37, and again, wow, we've got quite a few tens here. We've got 10 10 10 or 10 10. So there's a lot of it is to do with um to helping us to sort of to make those necessary changes, okay, to take the opportunities that's been presented to us at this moment. But again, everything has to be in balance, moderation. Again, you got 5 here. All right, so everything's all again to do with balance. And you got spiritual partnerships here. 7, 8, 9. Okay, that can help us to bring our goals into fruition. All right, by working with the universe. So again, we've got a lot of purple hair, and you got orange, which is very much with our emotional body, but also can also be connected to our creativity as well. All right. All right, and just final advice for the collective, okay? So just using this last step on practical self-care. Okay. Holy Spirit, on what additional advice you have for the shadow work? Uncover every part of you that has been repressed and abandoned. Okay. Exercise. It says, love yourself enough to exercise and enjoy the glow of good health. Okay. It says, release expectations. Do not focus on the money aspect of your dreams. Abundance will come at the right time. Okay. It says, receive. You are being asked to be open to receiving universal gifts. These could come in the form of love, money, compliments, healing energy, and universal wisdom. Know that you're worthy of these gifts and open up to them. All right. It also says, get a reading, use divination to understand your desires and path. So some of you might have spiritual gifts at this moment. Okay. And it also says here, fresh start. You're being given opportunity to begin again. Allow yourself to embrace this new life and open up fully to this gift that has been given. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope whatever messages that came out is going to be helpful to you. I hope whoever is, going through this or embodies these energies, they will you know, um receive help or the support that they need. Maybe you might know somebody who needs that assistance, that help. Okay. And please don't forget to check the description box. All right. Because I'm going to put the names of the books which I have mentioned throughout the reading. And once again, if you did enjoy this reading, please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe or share, or just leave a comment. Thank you for joining. Thank you for your support. See you next time, and goodbye.